Um, Hello everyone, good evening. So here we shall solve some more previous year questions of JEE on the chapter units and measurements. So any doubts if you have in any steps, then please write that in the comments section. We shall obviously clarify them in the subsequent videos. Also please, also in any other chapter of physics, if you have more difficulty, then please mention the name of that chapter also in the comments section, so that we can give more priority on it and solve more and more questions on that chapter. Also, some important homework questions on every chapter of physics will be uploaded in the Sapience Education application. So please install our Sapience Education application, whose link has been provided in the description. So here we shall start from the very first question onwards. So here it has been told that the de Broglie wavelength associated with a particle of mass m and energy E is h. So the de Broglie wavelength, that is lambda, is h by root over 2me, where E is the energy. Then the dimensional formula for Planck's constant is, so h will be equal to lambda into root over 2me. So now dimensional formula for Planck's constant, that is now the dimensional formula for lambda into the dimensional formula of m, mass into energy, power half, since it is the square root. So w- w- wavelength is a type of length only, so its dimensional formula is L, and mass is m, and energy means it is force into displacement. So force is mass into acceleration, mlt power minus 2 into L, whole power half. So that will be equal to L into m square L square t power minus 2 whole power half. So that will be, therefore, the dimensional formula for Planck's constant h, that is equal to L into, this will be mlt power minus 1, mlt power minus 1. So this will be ml square t power minus 1. So the dimensional formula for Planck's constant is ml square t power minus 1. So option C is the correct answer. Then here it is told the dimensional formula for latent heat is, so as you know, Q equals to m into L, where Q is the amount of heat supplied. So latent heat is used when there is a change of state. So if Q is the amount of heat which is absorbed, and m is the mass of the substance, and L is the latent heat of the substance. So then L will be equal to Q by m. So Q is or the heat energy, so it is a form of energy only. So its dimensional formula is same as that of work done. So for latent heat, the dimensional formula that will be equal to the dimensional formula for heat energy, so that is m L T power minus 2 into L, since it is force into displacement is work done, by m. M is the mass. So that will be equal to L square T power minus 2. Or I can say it will be m power 0 L square T power minus 2. So option C is the correct answer. Then here it is told that one main scale division of a vernier caliper equals to m units. If nth division of main scale coincides with n plus 1th division of vernier scale, the least count of the vernier caliper is. So therefore, the least count of vernier caliper, that is equals to 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division. Now here it is told one main scale division is m units. So one main scale division that is equal to m units. So that is m. And one vernier scale division that is equal to um, so here it is told nth division of main scale coincides with n plus 1th division of vernier scale. Therefore, I can say that n number of main scale division that coincides with n plus 1 vernier scale division. So therefore, one vernier scale division will be equal to n by n plus 1 main scale division. So that will be equal to n into m by n plus 1. So therefore the least count that will be equal to m minus mn by n plus 1. So that will be equal to mn plus m minus mn by n plus 1. So that will be mn will get cancelled out. So it is m by n plus 1. So option B is the correct answer. Then here it is told if epsilon naught is the per uh, permittivity of free space and E is the electric field, then epsilon naught E square has the dimension of. So actually, as we know that half epsilon naught E square, that is the electrical energy density. So it is the electrostatic energy per unit volume. E- e- elec- the electrostatic energy stored per unit volume, or I can say it is electrostatic or electrical energy density. Okay. So it means the dimensional form the dimensional formula of epsilon naught E square, that will be same as the dimensional formula for energy, that is same as the work done by the dimensional formula for volume. So the dimensional formula for energy, that will be equal to uh, force into displacement, that will give us the work done. So which is ml t power minus 2 into L by L power 3. So this will be equal to m L power minus 1 t power minus 2. So it means that option A is the correct answer. And here it is told there are 100 divisions on the circular scale of a screw gauge of pitch 1 millimeter. With no measuring quantity in between the jaws, zero of the circular scale lies 5 centimeter below the reference line. Mm. 5 centimeter below the reference line. And then the diameter of a wire is then measured using the screw gauge. It is found that 4 linear scale divisions are visible, while 60 divisions on circular scale coincide with the reference line. The diameter of the wire is. So therefore, the reading in the screw gauge, that you have to find it. The reading in the screw gauge. So that is equal to the main scale reading plus vernier scale re reading. Now vernier scale reading, as we know, that is equal to P times the least count of the instrument. Now P is what? It is the point on the circular scale. So here it will be main scale reading plus circular scale reading. So here P is the number of divisions on the circular scale that coincides with the reference line of the screw gauge. Now therefore the least count of the instrument, that is equal to the pitch of the screw gauge divided by the number of divisions on the circular scale. So the pitch is 1 millimeter divided by 100. So this will be equal to 0.01 millimeter. Now therefore the reading in the screw was, or I can say which is the actual diameter of the wire, the diameter of the wires, that will be equal to the main scale reading. Here it is told 4, the main scale reading is 4 here, since here it is told it coincides with 4 linear scale divisions, so that is 4 plus the circular scale reading, that is 60 into 0.01 millimeter. So therefore this will be equal to 4 plus 0.6, so that is 4.60 millimeter. So option B is the correct answer. No, sorry, here, so it is the observed reading. B is not correct. So the observed reading is 4.60 millimeter, but here it is told the zero of the circular scale lies 5 divisions below the reference line. So here we have a positive zero error. So therefore here the positive zero error, here we have the positive zero error, that will be equal to P times the least count, where P is the number of, let's call it M into the least count, where M is the number of divisions the zero of the circular scale lies below the reference line. So here Pm is 5, actually 5 into 0.01 millimeter, so that is 0.05 millimeter. So now the correct reading, as you know, correct reading, that will be equal to the observed reading minus the zero error, minus the zero error. So therefore the correct reading, that will be the observed reading, which is 4.60 uh, uh, millimeter minus 0.05 millimeter. So that will be 4.55 millimeter. So 4.55 millimeter is the answer. So option C is the correct answer. So here it is told that the least count of a vernier caliper is uh, 1 by 20 n centimeter. So this is the least count. The value of one division on the main scale. So one main scale division is 1 millimeter. Then the number of divisions on main scale that coincides with n divisions of vernier scale is. So let's say x divisions of on the main scale coincides with n divisions on vernier scale. So therefore n number of vernier scale divisions, that is equal to x number of main scale divisions. So therefore one vernier scale division, that is equal to x by n main scale division. It means that is x by n millimeter. So the least count is 1 by 20 n centimeter. So that I can say it is 10 millimeter by 20 n, since 1 centimeter is 10 um, millimeter. So it is 1 by 2 n millimeter. So now therefore, as we know, that least count equals to 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division. So least count is 1 by 2 n millimeter, 1 by 2 n millimeter, that is equal to 1 main scale division is 1 millimeter minus 1 vernier scale division, that is x by n millimeter, x by n millimeter. So therefore I can say 1 by 2n, that is equal to n minus, that is equal to 1 minus x by n. So we have to find out x. So x by n, that is equal to 1 minus 1 by 2n. Therefore x will be equal to n into 1 minus 1 by 2n. So that will be equal to n minus 1 by 2. N minus 1 by 2. So that means it will be 2n minus 1 by 2. So option D is the correct answer. So here it is told that in an expression a into 10 power b, a is order of magnitude 4, no. So b is actually, b is the order of magnitude for a less than or equal to 5. Okay. So it means option B is the correct answer. And here it is told the diameter of a sphere is measured using a vernier caliper whose 9 divisions of main scale are equal to 10 divisions of vernier scale. The diameter of a sphere is measured using vernier caliper whose 9 divisions on main scale. So 9 main scale division equal to 10 vernier scale divisions. So 1 vernier scale division, that is equal to 9 by 10 main scale divisions. The shortest division on the main scale is equal to 1 millimeter. So 1 main scale division, that is 1 millimeter. The main scale reading is 2 centimeter. Main scale reading is 2 centimeter. And the second division of vernier scale coincides with a division of on main scale. If mass of the sphere is 8.635 gram, the density of the sphere is. So now, therefore, the diameter of the sphere, that will be equal to 1 main, so equal to the main scale reading plus the vernier scale reading. Now vernier scale reading equals to P into the least count. So P equals to 2 here. See, in here it is told second division of vernier scale coincides with a division on main scale. Main scale reading is 2 centimeter plus vernier's, so least count we have to find. So least count, that will be equal to 1 main scale division, that is 1 millimeter, minus 1 vernier scale division, that is 9 by 10 millimeter. So that is 0.1 millimeter. So 2 into 0.1 millimeter, that is 0.01 centimeter. 0.01 centimeters. So that will be 2.02 centimeter. So now the diameter is this, therefore radius, the radius of the sphere is 1.01 centimeter, which is half of the diameter. Now therefore the density of the sphere, that is mass by volume, and volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube since it is a sphere. So this will be equal to mass, that is 8.635 gram, 8.635 gram divided by 4 by 3 pi, 4 by 3 pi, that is 3.1416 into r. R is 1.01 whole cube. So this will come in centimeter cube. So if we solve it, then we will get approximately 2 point something. Okay, so it will be 8.635 by 4 by 3 means 1.33 into pi into 1.01 whole cube into pi into okay, so it is 8.635 divided by it is approximately 2 only. It is 1.33 into pi into 1.01. So it is approximately 2 only. 2.0 gram per centimeter cube approximately. So option B is the correct answer. Then it is told in a vernier caliper when both jaws touch each other, zero of the vernier scale shift towards left and its fourth division coincides exactly with a certain division on main scale. So it means here we have negative zero error. Negative zero error. So that will be equal to P into the least count. So here P will be equal to minus of, it is minus of 10 minus 4 since fourth division coincides with the main scale and least count is here it is told 50 vernier scale divisions coincide with 49 main scale divisions and zero error in the instrument uh, zero error. Okay, so here this should be positive zero error in this case. So here as we know that therefore the zero error that will be equal to m into the least count where m is mm, the division where it will coincide, that is 4 into the least count. So that is given as 0.04 millimeter. Therefore the least count is 0.01 millimeter. So now one vernier scale division, that is 49 by 50 main scale division. So how many main scale divisions are there in 1 centimeter? So for now, therefore the least count that will be equal to 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division, 1 vernier scale division. So that will be equal to 1 minus 49 by 50, 49 by 50 main scale division. So that will be equal to 1 by 50 main scale division. So therefore 1 by 50 main scale division that is equal to the least count, that is 0.01 millimeter. that is 0.001 centimeter. Therefore, one main scale division that is equal to 0.05 centimeter. Now, 1 centimeter, how many main scale divisions are there? So therefore, 1 centimeter, that will be equal to 1 by 0.05 main scale divisions. So that will be 1 by 5 by 100. So 5 to the 10. So that is 20 main scale divisions. So option D is the correct answer. In finding out refractive index of glass slab, the following observations were made through traveling microscope. 50 vernier scale division, that is equal to 49 main scale division. 20 divisions on main scale is in each centimeter. So one main scale division, that is equal to 1 centimeter by 20. So that is 0.05 centimeter. And one vernier scale division, that is equal to 49 by 50 main scale division. Therefore, the least count of the instrument, that is equal to one main scale division, that is 0.05 centimeter minus 49 by 50. So this is 0.049 centimeter. So this is equal to 0.001 centimeter. For mark on paper, the main scale rating is 8.45. For mark on paper seen through slab, for powder particle on the top surface of the glass slab, means okay, refractive index of the glass slab is. So now for the mark on the paper, the reading, the actual reading, that will be, so the reading for the mark on the paper, that will be equal to the main scale reading plus the vernier scale reading. So that will be VC is the vernier coincidence, which is same as that P. So it is 8.45 centimeter plus vernier coincidence, that is vernier coincidence. It is 26 into the least count, that is 0.001 centimeter. So that is 8.45 plus 0.026. So that is 8.476 centimeter. And then for mark on the paper seen through the slab. Therefore, the reading of the mark seen through the slab, mark which is seen through the slab, that will be equal to main scale reading, that is 7.12 centimeter plus the vernier coincidence, that is 41 into 0.001 centimeter. So that is 7.12 plus 0.041 centimeter. That will be 7 is equal to 7.161 centimeter. Then which is told for powder particle on the top surface of the slab. For powder particle on the top surface of the slab, Therefore, the reading of the powder particle on top surface of slab, reading of the powder particle on top surface of the slab, that will be equal to, that will be equal to 4.05 centimeter plus vernier count, that is 1 into 0.001 centimeter. So that will be equal to 4.051 centimeter. Therefore, from here we can find the uh, real depth of the mark, that is 8.476 minus 4.051 centimeter, that is 4.425 centimeter, and therefore the apparent depth that will be equal to 8.476 minus 4.051. No, sorry, this is 7.176. 7.161 minus 4.051 centimeter. So that will be equal to 3.11 centimeter. So therefore, the refractive index of the glass slab, we have to find refractive index of the glass slab. So therefore now the refractive index of the glass slab, that will be equal to the apparent depth. Oh, sorry, refractive index will be equal to the real depth divided by the apparent depth. Since by apparent depth we know that is equal to the real depth by the refractive index mu. So therefore the refractive index mu, that will be equal to the real depth, which is we have found, that is 4.425 centimeter. 4.425 centimeter divided by the apparent depth, that is 3.110 centimeter. So therefore, if we solve it, then we will get approximately 1.42. Therefore, the approximate value of the refractive index of glass slab is 1.42. So option D is the correct answer. So here it is told, find the spring constant K of a spring experimentally. A student commits 2% positive error in the measurement of time and 1% negative error in the measurement of mass. The percentage error in determining the value of K is, as you know, the time period of an oscillating spring. So the time period equals to 2 pi root under m by k. K equals to m omega square. So omega equals to root over k by m. Okay. So t equals to 2 pi root under m by k. So therefore, the here we can say m by k, that will be equal to t square by 4 pi square. So therefore, k I can say that will be 4 pi square m by t square. So therefore, the percentage error in k, excuse me, the percentage error in k, that will be equal to the percentage error in the measurement of mass plus twice of the percentage error in the measurement of time. So the percentage error in the value of k that we have to find out. So the percentage error in mass, that is equal to 1% plus 2 into the percentage error in time, that is 2%. So that is 4 plus 1, that is 5%. Since why, even if it is a negative error, then also errors should not be subtracted, they should be always added. So option A is the correct answer. So the percentage error in the value of k is 5%. Then it is told match list 1 with list 2. So torque, we have to find the dimensional formula for torque. So torque, as you know, that is equal to R cross F. So length into force, so that will be L into mlt power minus 2. So that will be m power 1 L square t power minus 2. So A will match with 4. And B is magnetic field. So as we know, magnetic field, that is equal to the magnetic force, or I can say that is equal to, we know that magnetic force equals to IL cross B, ILB. So force by current into length, F by IL, that is the magnetic field. So that will be ml t power minus 2 by length into current, ampere. So L will cancel. So that will be m power 1 L power 0 t power minus 2 a power 1 a power minus 1 a power minus 1 t power minus 2. So B will match with 3. Then C is magnetic moment. So magnetic m- m- moment, that is equal to, so magnetic m- moment. So that will be equal to Ni into A, Nia. So that is current into length square, L square into A power 1. So option 2. So C will match with 2 and D will obviously match with 1. So it means that option D is the correct answer. Then here it is told, while measuring diameter of wire using screw gauge, the following readings were noted. The main scale reading is 1 millimeter, circular scale reading is equal to 42 divisions. So I can say circular scale is 42. Circular scale reading will be 42 into uh, the least count. Now the pitch of screw gauge is 1 millimeter and it has 100 divisions on circular scale. So therefore the least count, that will be equal to the pitch of the screw gauge divided by the number of divisions on the circular scale. So the pitch will be 1 millimeter divided by 100. That will be equal to 0.01 millimeter. The circular scale reading will be equal to 0.42 millimeter, and it is told that the diameter of the wire is x by 50 millimeter, then the value of x is. So therefore the the diameter length, that is equal to the main scale reading, which is 1 millimeter plus 0.42 millimeter, that is 1.42 millimeter, and that is equal to x by 50 millimeter. Then x will be how much? So x will be equal to 1.42 into 50. So that will be equal to 142 by 2. So that is 71. So option B is the correct answer. Here it is told what is the dimensional formula for AB power minus 1 in the equation this, where letters have their usual meaning. What is the dimensional formula for AB power minus 1 in the equation? So, so A into V square, that will have the dimension formula for pressure. So the dimensional formula for A, that will be equal to pressure into volume square. So pressure is force by area. So mLT power minus 2 by L square into V square. Volume is length cube, so length cube whole square. So that will be mL power minus 1 T power minus 2 into L power 6. So that is mL power 5 T power minus 2. And then B has the dimension of volume. It means it is L cube. So now therefore AB power minus 1, it will have the dimensional formula, that will be mL power 5 T power minus 2 into L power minus 3. So that will be mL square T power minus 2. So option D is the correct answer. Then here it is told vernier caliper has 20 divisions on the vernier scale, which coincides with one division on the, which coincides with 1th with first division on the main scale. The least count of the instrument is 0.1 millimeter. One main scale division is equal to. Here it is told 20 vernier scale division equal to one main scale division. So one vernier scale division, that is equal to 1 by 20 main scale division. And we know that least count equal to one main scale division minus one vernier scale division. So that will be equal to 1 minus 1 by 20 main scale division. And that is told, I think here there is some wrong, the question is wrong. Here actually it should have been the vernier caliper has 20 divisions on its vernier scale, which coincides with 19 divisions on the main scale. So this should be 19 and this should be 19 by 20. So this is 19 by 20. So this is 1 by 20 main scale division. And that is equal to 0.1 millimeter. So therefore, one main scale division, that will be equal to 0.1 into 20 millimeter, that is 2 millimeter. So option B is the correct answer. Okay, so here it is told that time period of oscillations of the same simple pendulum measured using 4 different measuring clocks were recorded as 4.62 seconds, 4.632 seconds, 4.6 seconds, and 4.64 seconds. The arithmetic mean of these readings in correct significant figure is. So the arithmetic mean, it means we have to just take the sum by 4. Since there are 4 readings, means it is, the rule is sum of all the readings divided by the number of readings. So here the number of readings is 4 and sum will be 4.62 plus 4.632 plus 4.6 plus 4.64 divided by 4. So if we add them, then we will get It will be 2, then 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 2, it is 9. Then 6, 4 is 24. Then 4, 4 is 16, 16 plus 2, it is 18, 18.492 by 4. So it is 4, 4 is 16. Then 24, 4, 6 is 24. 4, 2 is 8. 4, 3 is 12. So it is 4.623 seconds. But we have, so while adding this, the sum should be approximated to the least number of decimal places. So it should have only, so the answer should have only one decimal place. So the answer should be 4.6 seconds. Simply it means we have to round off the answer till the least number of decimal places. So that is, so here the least number of decimal places in the given readings is 1. So we should also round off the answer till one decimal place. So 4.6 seconds is the answer. So option B is the correct answer. Then here it is told, applying the principle of homogeneity, did, determine which one is correct, where T is the time period, G is gravitation constant, M is mass, R is radius of orbit. So here T is the time, G is gravitational constant. So as you know, gravitational constant is G, force is gm on m2 by r square. So it is f r square by m square. So the dimensional formula for G is mlt power minus 2 into l square by m square. So that is m power minus 1 l power 3 t power minus 2. And m is mass, r is radius. So now therefore we can say t square, that is proportional to g power something x m power y and into r power z. So therefore the dimensional formula for t square, that is t square only. So that should be also same as the dimensional formula of g power x, m power y and r power z. So r means radius, it means the dimensional formula for radius is length only. Okay. And the dimensional formula for mass is mass only. So therefore this will be equal to g is m power minus 1 l power 3 t power minus 2 whole power x into m power y into l power z. So this will be m power minus x plus y into l power 3x plus z into t power minus 2x. So that should be equal to t square. So therefore minus x plus y, that should be equal to 0. So y should be equal to x. And 3x plus z also, that should be equal to 0. So z should be equal to minus 3x. And so minus 2x, that should be equal to 2. So x should be equal to minus 1. X should be equal to minus 1. So therefore z should be equal to z should be equal to 3 and y should be also equal to minus 1. So therefore t square is proportional to g power x, that is g power minus 1, m power minus 1 and r power 3. So it means I can say t square equal to, if the constant is 4 pi square, then I can say this will be 4 pi square r cube by gm. 4 pi square r cube by gm. So option C is the correct answer. And C is the correct answer. Then here it is told the equation of stationary wave is y equal to 2a sine 2 pi nt by lambda into cos 2 pi x by lambda. Which of the following is not correct? So the dimension of n, so it's 2 pi n by lambda, its dimension should be equal to t inverse, t power minus 1. So n should have the dimension L t power minus 1. Since the dimensional formula for wavelength is length. So dimension of n is t power L t power minus 1. And the dimension for nt, that should be equal to L of obviously. And the dimension of x, that should be equal to length. And the dimension of n by lambda, that should be equal to t power minus 1. So option D is the wrong statement. So option D is the correct answer. Then here it is told choose the correct answer from the options given below. So here we have to find the number of significant figures actually. So for option A, it has 4 significant figures. So A will match with 2 and B will obviously match with it has 3 significant figures. So B will match with 1. C, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 significant figures. So it should match with 4. And D, it is having also 5 significant figures, option 3. So option A is the correct answer. Here it is told 10 divisions of on the main scale of a vernier caliper coincide with 11 divisions on vernier scale. If each division on the main scale is of 5 units, the least count of the instrument is. So therefore least count, as you know, that is equal to 1 main scale division minus 1 vernier scale division. So therefore here it is told 10 main scale divisions, that is equal to 11 vernier scale divisions. So 1 vernier scale division, that is equal to 10 by 11 10 by 11 main scale divisions. So this will be equal to 1 main scale division minus 10 by 11 main scale divisions. So that will be equal to 1 by 11 main scale division. So therefore the least count is 1 by 11 main scale divisions. So and 1 main scale division is 5 units. So this will be 5 by 11 units. So option A is the correct answer. Then it is told the dimensional formula for angular impulse is. So angular impulse means angular impulse, it means the change in angular momentum. Change in angular momentum, that is equal to angular impulse. So that will be equal to that will be r cross p only, r cross p, which is linear momentum into the distance. So that will be equal to L into mv, mass into velocity. So that is L into mass into L t power minus 1. So it will be m power 1 L square t power minus 1. ml square t power minus 1. So option C is the correct answer. Then here it is told the radius, length and resistance of a metal wire are measured in the laboratory as the percentage error in resistivity of the material of the wire is. So as you know, R equals to rho L by A. So then I can say rho will be equal to RA by L. So the percentage error in resistivity, that will be equal to the percentage error in resistance plus the percentage error in the area of cross section, or I can say area of cross section will be pi r square. So r pi in r square by L So that will be equal to the percentage error in resistance plus the percentage error in the plus twice into the percentage error in the radius plus the percentage error in the length. So this we have to find out. So the percentage error in resistance, that will be equal to 10 by 100 into 100% plus 2 into delta R is 0.05 by 30 by 0.35 into 100% plus this will be delta L, that is 0.2 by 15 into 100%. So this we have to solve. So therefore delta rho by rho into 100, that is the percentage error in resistivity. So that will be equal to 10% plus this value will be 5 by 35 into 100, 5 by 35 into 100% plus this is 20 by 15%, 20 by 15%. So this will be equal to 5 7 the 35, so 10% plus 7 sevens of 4, 7 ones are 7, 30, 7 fours are 28, 1 3 21, 14.3% approximately. Plus this will be 5 3 are 15, 5 4s are 20, 4 by 3, so 1.33% approx. So this will be 15, so this will be 25.63% approximately. So approximately I can say it is 25.6%. So option B is the correct answer.